Hello, so welcome into a video log. I have a cat crying in the background, of course I do. Um, so this video log, I recorded several segments of videos. The opening of it's mostly just going to be my cat because I actually really love my cat, and I was in an anxious place at the start of the month, so I just kind of didn't get anything done. Yeah, that's just kind of what ended up happening. I did realize as we go that I should be doing, if I'm recording with my phone, I should be holding my phone horizontally because the technology realizes it's being held vertical, so it wants to do a vertical video, and that gets these gigantic black spaces on the edges there. So that does get amended as we go farther along. Don't worry. Hi. So this is something I was really excited for. I got a Lazy Susan for my display, and I decided it would work better for my plants. Today's egg puff is brought to you by Monterey cheese. This is always really interesting for me to watch because it starts off like several inches taller and then it just deflates as it cools off. Okay, I just wanted to come in here. This is going to be a seagull. It is the Patagonia, I believe. Double check. Ooh, yeah, this is the Patagonia from Juniper Moon. I am holding it double because, as you can see, it's really, really thin. So I work with worsted weight yarn. I don't work with DK or whatever this is. So it means I have to hold it double, which means it's a little bit, it's nice and warm and chonky, but that also means that it's slower going than I'm used to doing. So I'm forced to go slow. It's taken me about 45 minutes to get this far, just because I've been forced to go slow, and sometimes I have to redo stitches because I catch one thread, not both threads. The yarn is not splitting. That's not my issue. I grab one and not the other. So I have to make sure I go really slow. I was considering switching to a 3.5 millimeter hook, but it's already so established and the whole rest of the toy is done in a 2.75. I don't want to switch. So I'll just continue going nice and slow. I have a lot of it left here, but this might just be enough for one seagull, and then I'll destash. Oops, sorry. I will destash the rest of it, I think. Yeah. Okay, so here, this is a 30 millimeter wood pin going into my gachapon. I made backing cards out of spare cardstock I had laying around. and I kept having to cut it down smaller and smaller and smaller to fit inside the gachapon machine so that the person will get directions that say peel me and then a small URL. So I decided to include some clips of just my front yard. This is looking east, so you can see this is where the sun rises. I think it'll be sort of interesting to see over the course of doing these video logs, how different the yard starts to look. So like we're in May and June and the yard is completely overgrown with weeds because I don't want to mow my lawn, but you can see the rhododendrons are in bloom, all these flowers are in bloom. There's a deer in my yard, like the tide is out. It looks really cool, and I think it'll be interesting to see over the course of the year how different this same view changes. And then because I have anxiety, I am not eating a whole lot, so I decided to just go grab some meat and cook it up. And taco meat is the best meat because you can eat it plain if you really want to. So in the midst of all this, I've been working on crocheting the seagulls and crocheting some frogs. So I was working on 3 separate individual frogs, a grapes one made out of the blue and pink dyed yarn that you saw in the last video log that I was doing, and one out of the Maria Diaz Helena yarn that I have. If you're curious about a review for that yarn, the MD, that is on my YouTube channel. You can find it in the yarn reviews. And then the seagull that you saw earlier in the video log, I have not progressed at all with it past what you saw. I'm actually going to frog it back because while I like the color, it's a pain to work with that yarn. My cat doesn't like me narrating. So I've decided to just go ahead and frog all of that yarn done and just work with it as a single strand. And I think I'm going to make like fidget worm dragon things. So on Ravelry, there is a fidget dragon, which I will link for you. Shush. I will link for you in the description below. And I will have... Sorry, it's very hard to talk over a cat trying to narrate with you. It is a Worry Worm Dragon pattern by Talia Evans on Ravelry.com. It is a free pattern. It has little nostrils and little back legs and a little fin and stuff and little wings, and it's very cute. Her example photos. What I got done was not super cute for the first one, but I realized that following her instructions are not as clear as I'm used to. So she's not very clear on stating when she puts one stitch into another stitch. That's not clear at all. So as you can see, we are at the tail end of May and we had a whole week of rain, but the deer decided to still come and hang out. So that's what you're looking at, all this lovely rain. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Chop, chop. Run. Come on. I want to comment in here really quickly. The anime voices that you are hearing is the Moriarty, the Patriot anime.
Honey. You look like such a cutie.
Now face the judgment of Paul and Prue.
Hi, Stacey. Hi.
No.
No, and I'll tell you why. What's basically happened is they put the raspberries on the end of the
Hi.
ones. I dipped them in the wrong thing.
It's fallen bubbles. It's got some bubbles on there. Tiramisu?
Yeah.
What are you doing back there? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come out of there. Now, come on. Hi.
Alrighty, so what you're about to see is a few prep videos for packing the car and driving to an anime convention. Sadly, I didn't get any other videos. Alrighty, good morning. It is 5:25? 5:30? As you can see, the sun is out because of course it is, it's May. There it is over there. Yes. Hi. So, in the world famous words of Phineas and Ferb, I know what we're going to do today, Ferb. I'm going to make myself up some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, get dressed, pack the car, and head out. I should head out at 5:30. I'm not going to make 5:30. My absolute latest, I think, is like 6:30, but I think I'll be fine on time. Yeah, I'll be fine on time, right? Cat is not coming with, as much as he wants me to stay. Yeah. Alrighty, it is 5:40. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is leave my bed a mess because I'm going to be gone all day, and my cat, all day, and my cat is likely going to want to lay somewhere that smells like me. He usually does when I'm gone. Sorry, I've got like a hair on my hand here. And so the best thing to do that for your cat, at least in my case, is leave my bed a mess so he can access blankets that have been against me all night. Creates a nice soothing scent. He wants to be there. Alright, let's get some chapstick on and load the car. Alrighty, here's the back end of my car. I've got my box, plushie jail, extra basket. These two baskets are attached. And then my card rack together. And then I have my 3 bins in a row, my 3 wood baskets in a row, and my luggage. I just had to put my wagon in and we're ready to go. And it is, I have no idea what time it is, 5:59. Not bad. Okay, so this is the only video that I got of my setup. I have plushie jail with a basket on top. I have a smaller basket that had more whales, friendship bracelets. I have 2 trays, usually I have a third one that the bracelets sit in. The wood pins are sitting out. I did not have a gachapon machine. I have my 2 baskets that are folded on top of each other. My cupcake tray for some whales to sit on. I need to put more space for the books so they have room to breathe so people see them. My 2 fruit bowls with my strawberries. And then my table display for my prints didn't work, so we just decided to cover up my my regular banner and then my card display. And then some crayons. And I think I sold 1 crayon, maybe. And then, of course, as life dictates, the Monday after the Saturday show. So that would have been... No, actually. The day of my show, on Saturday, my gachapon machine arrived at my home. And I'm 4 hours away from it, so I couldn't even do anything about it. So on Sunday, I went and I unpacked it, and my cat decided he wanted to play in the box for a little bit. He doesn't make a home of it. This is all that you're seeing is all that he plays in it. This is the extent of his adventures with this giant box, and then he ignores it afterwards. I think he was more interested in the paper.
Do you have food?
This video is turning out to be a cat video log rather than anything related to crochet. I don't quite know how that happened. I did intend to record more in relation to crochet, and I guess it clearly didn't happen.
Hi. 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 What you doing? What you doing? What do you want? What do you want? Hi. Hi, dear.
So I will do a video of the things that I did get done because clearly I didn't record any of the crochet stuff. I got at least 12 whales stuffed, and maybe more than that. I might have 14 or 15 now. But I realized I need to make more whale tops because I don't have enough to be at my physical storefront up in town and also have enough for my Saturday markets. Here's the dragon fidget toy. I'm going to make more of these, I think. That way I don't mind if kids just want to put their hands all over them, you know? And then we came back to more rainy days. I realize this is an odd video log, but thank you for hanging out and watching it. It's a new process that I want to try to do, and I don't know, I might continue, I might not. We'll see.